Hello my gorgeous makeup loving friends. This is a continuation of the last video, which was all about fire and ice. So today's video was all about recreating this look, so the fire look. And I'm also trying out a new product, which is the Suva liner. It is Bomb AF, so it's one of the newest ones that we talked about recently in releases and rants. So if you want to see how I did this particular eye look and just generally hang out because I need company, clearly, then this is the video for you. Do please keep on watching. Okay, it is super weird starting off with one eye done. It is what it is. But this eye is going to be the fire look, as you guess from the intro. I'm going to use the Beauty Bay Sunset Horizons, the Sweet Shop Cherry on Top, which is by BH Cosmetics, and the Suva Magic and Ecstasy. And I may dip into a few other things, including this Blush Tribe pigment, which by the way you obviously can't get anymore because they aren't a thing anymore. I've already primed the eyelids, so we'll just essentially get straight into it. I have this Lowe's Cosmetics brush here. It's just essentially good for packing on pigment, and I'm going into the Sunset Horizons palette. I think I'll go straight into Zest, which is that yellow shade there. I'm just gonna just smash things all over the place. Just yeah. Apparently. I'm just going to pop that there all the way up to the brow bone. I'm hoping you can see what it is that I'm doing. If not, this is a particularly rubbish video. Soz. You'll know from the previous video that this is a new camera for me. Thank you, Missa. You are a sweetheart. I adore you, etc, etc. You may have my kidneys. Actually, maybe I shouldn't say that on camera because then it's just that qualify as like a legally binding contract? Probably. I have my ever faithful color switch here, and I'm going to go into the shade Reef, which is that color there, and just essentially build from there. I know, it's so complicated. Don't worry if you can't keep up. I'm very talented. Very, very talented. Yeah, I don't know how this is going to go because at least with the other eye I had kind of done it before. This is just sheer guesswork. So we'll see. And then I'm going to go into Sorbet, which is that shade there. I'm terrible for never taking out the plastic inserts. Is anybody else like that, or is it just me and my demented mind? Probably just me and my demented mind. Just pop that there. I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills, the A26. I'm taking it dry, no product on it, and I'm just gonna swirl. Ever swirling, swirling, swirling into the breeze. Don't know what I'm doing. As per usual. As per usual. I mean, it's definitely looking quite fiery or sunsetty. Who knows? I mean, we'll wax and jewels onto it and that'll make it look a little bit better, right? I mean, look at how well that blends. We do have to give them credit for that. Beauty Bay are just really bringing it, aren't they? I'm going to take this same brush again because I'm lazy, and I have this Blush Tribe pigment. I'm not even going to bother telling you the name because they're no longer a thing, but any gold pigment will do, and I'm just going to take that. Not too much, because last time I spread pigment all over my face. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like looking like an extra for Twilight, but it does come a point where you're like, maybe not, maybe not. Okay, yeah, that definitely helps. Sorry, that was weird and manic, wasn't it? Where did that energy come from? Don't really know. What I'm going to do now, will I? Or will I put, yeah, I think I'll put another deep shade in here. So I'm going to take this brush again, so the A26 from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I'm going to go into the BH Cosmetics. And I'm going to go into the shade Sprinkles, which is that kind of deep matte. Let's see how they mesh together. We will see. We will see. I'm going to pop that there. Yeah, that gives the extra kind of bit of depth. And just kind of bring that up. I'm going to take this same brush again and go into the Beauty Bay palette, and I'm going to go into the shade Sorbet. This, I mean, I said Beauty Bay were one of my favorites of the year, and I stand by that. I think they have really just killed it. They've done so well this year. Everything is annoyingly good. Now, what I'm going to do again is go back into that blush tread pigment. That'll do. So what I'm going to do now is off camera. It's not so much a cut crease as I'm going to try and like cut out like a fiery shape. We'll see. We'll see. And I'm going to come back and I'll actually do the liner with you because I have the new Suva Beauty Hydra FX in Bomb AF. So we'll see how that goes. So you should hopefully be able to see I've kind of cut out a little bit of a fire pattern. Lord knows, I did not do art, so I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, anyways, I have the Suva Bomb AF, brand new. Let's give it a go. And General Suva liner, and oh look, it has like a little indentation on it. Focus. There we go. Oh, a little indentation, which I will promptly destroy. Anyways, I'm going to attempt to wet that. That's what he said. And yeah, just try and see where we go from there, really. This is what it looks like at the moment. Are the lines particularly clean? No, but whatever. I don't necessarily need them to be that clean. The Suva 350, and I'm really enjoying that. It's quite close to the Jessup 237, which I have used and dirtied, so that is why that isn't being used at the moment. And I'm going to go into the Cherry on top, and I'm going to go into Sprinkles. That's what I'm going to do. And apparently just ruined the BH symbol, but what else, it is what it is. And just kind of build it up to there. You're welcome. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing this time. Sorry. Because I don't even have a monitor or anything like that to like really look at what it is that I'm doing. I'm going to go into the, whoa, excuse me, into the Sunset Horizons. And I'm going to go into the shade Sorbet again, because I want to put that on top of it just because it might kind of give it a little bit more of a warm tone. Going over the liner a bit, which is exactly what I wanted. Not, I'll sort that out later. It's future Teresa's problem. I'm going to use this same brush again, and I'm going to go into the black shade, which is Midnight. And just pop that there. I know I have my E36. There we go, yay! In you go. I'm going to take this and I'm going to go into the BH Cosmetics one, and I'm going to go into the shade Black Cherry, which looks like this. You have to make things better. Am I putting a lot on a shadow to do? Yeah, but sure, look, whatever. I'm going to go back into the Hydra liner again. I'd say I'll probably need to put a teensy tiny bit more moisture into it. Moisture. What I'm going to try and do now, in an attempt to make this look a little bit more interesting, is go into the Suva palette, and I have my little my Sigma brush here somewhere that is like the little spatula. Yeah, it's hidden in there. Sorry, it was like really, really stuck in there. So I highly recommend these. They're fantastic. And what I'm going to do is go into the shade Psychosis. Sorry, camera died. Anyway, you wouldn't have missed much. I'm just using my Sigma brush and I'm going into the shade Psychosis, which is in the Suva Magic and Ecstasy. And basically just trying to make this look a little bit more interesting. So please excuse me. I'm just going to pop more of these shades here. I will also be putting like foil and stuff on top of this to make it look a little bit more interesting and show some gems in there as well, because you know, when in doubt, put some gems on. Apparently that doesn't work for things like tax returns though. They see that as being like, I don't know, annoying or something, which I'm like, really? And what I'm going to do now is take that same brush again. I'm going to go into that gold pigment from Blush Tribe. I'm going to pop that on top as well. Okay, so I'm going to try and not salvage this, but is there salvaging with this? Who really knows? I am going to use this wax pen. I used it in the previous video. I'm using it again. I'm going to put the affiliate codes or affiliate links to Amazon where I purchased these down below if you want to try. Anyways, I'm going to go into the gems. I'm going to pick up, I believe, maybe some of the red ones, and I'm going to essentially pop them on the top part of each of the flames. So like I said in the last one, all you have to do is just take the wax pen. You go into your little tray of your gems. I swear they're sticking all over me. And just pick it up like that. Oh, my lord, flew off. Whatevs. It's always casualties. And like I said, I like to keep these just for such instances. And pop a bit of glue on there. I always hate when this happens, that it just decides to stick with the glue. Whatevs. There. Sometimes that happens. It just takes a bit of finagling. Finagling is a brilliant word. And I'm just going to pop it, don't know if you can see, onto kind of the peak there. Yeah, that'll do. And I'm going to do that for the rest of the eye. I'll probably pop in some of the yellowy golds as well. And I'll see you once I have that done, because there's other bits that I want to do with this as well. I'm filled with ideas, but the execution is poor. You should hopefully be able to see that I've added in some gems to try and make this look a little bit better. And what I'm going to do next is use some of these. Again, I'm going to show you how I apply one or two of them. I think I'm going to primarily use number 7, which is this one here, and number 4, which is that one there. So I'm going to apply the number 7 first. So again, wax pen. It's all about the wax pen. And go into that. And look, picks it up. No problem. Trust me, it's on the end of the pen. And then again, I use these. They're great to keep them around for this sort of thing. That's my suggestion. See? Really easily pops it on. And I'm going to be odd now. And I think I'll put them along here on the actual eyelid. Yeah, so I'm going to do the rest of that off camera, because let's face it, you don't need to see that sort of oddness. And we'll come back and you'll see what it looks like at the very end. I did eventually return. The lip, by the way, that I have down here is Uncensored, which is a favourite of mine, so I don't even know why I couldn't remember it in the last video, but there you go, it is what it is. This is the finished eye look. I decided not to put black gems on the lash line because they would have just gotten lost in the lashes, and I was like, whatever. But I did put quite a bit of the foiled stuff on, so that counts. I didn't bother styling my hair because it's 11 o'clock at night. So it is what it is. I will zoom you in now so you can my hair did weird things. I will zoom you in now so you can see the finished look. So that is it. That is the finished look. Is it the cleanest? No. I probably didn't use exactly the right products for it. You know, the Suva glitter it's nice, but I don't think it's as sparsely glittered as I needed it to be. I probably didn't use the right shadows as a base underneath, like it didn't differentiate it enough. I also put a bit of the black eyeshadow from the Suva palette underneath there just to kind of even it out a little bit. I like the little foil bits, but yeah, it's definitely not my favourite look. But it's a lot better than I would have done a year ago. So this eye is just taunting me. It's like, it's so much better! Screw you! Ah! But that's it. That is the end of the video. I don't do many tutorials because, let's face it, I don't really have the talent. This is very much out of my comfort zone for me. I usually do reviews, etc. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. But that's it. That's the end of the video. Do please like, comment and subscribe. Do please share, because sharing is caring, unless of course it's an STD, in which case, you know, wrap it up, don't be gross. But that's it. That's the end of the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.